Good morning, Relentless Trading. I need a better intro, don't I? I do need a better intro. I nearly say Relentless Trading Lounge. So that's what our podcast opens up with. Good morning, good evening, Relentless Trading Lounge. If you're not listening to it, hit the Linktree button. Loads of good episodes on there. See what price done yesterday? Exactly what we thought it would do, mess about and then pull back. And then what I'm very surprised with now, I mean we'll go over it, but the daily's closed bullish, which I'm very surprised with. So it'd be interesting to do a top down analysis. There we go. Right guys, we're on. Welcome to the stream. Quick stat report: 61 wins, 6 break evens, 5 losses, 1 full loss. We've got everything to back that up. Every trade taken on stream is on our logbook with the YouTube links. There's our stats since we started streaming online. This is based off a 200k account, risking 2% per trade, so it's aimed around the prop firms because we're not all lucky enough to have a large amount of cash. We have to start from somewhere. So, and that's why props are ideal. We've also got a MyFX book. Linked to this. However, this MyFX book didn't actually get linked up until January, so it only goes from January. Come on. I think I know why the internet was really bad yesterday. Okay, so there's my FX book for this account. So we're looking pretty nice in regards to stats. What else does it show? There's the monthly figures, what we've made each month. We only had one minus month, and that was February. And that was our last trade, second last trade of the month. We took a full loss in that month. So every other month we've been profitable. Again, this only started in January. So we're looking pretty good. That's your stats report. So let's go straight into a top-down analysis because I'm very intrigued to see what this daily's doing. Okay, so monthly, very bullish, very bullish. However, I still don't believe we can push past this without coming down to create a bottom wick here. I might be wrong, it's Forex, you know, I'm not a wizard. It's just what normally happens. So what I can see happening with this monthly is us pushing up, testing this wick as far as this, and then it flips to the downside. Or this closes bullish anywhere in here, and then the new one is the one what comes down. Close like that. But either way, I do believe we're going to be coming down to these areas. I don't think we can drive past this without picking some more liquidity up from the downside. Okay, so at any point this monthly could flip, but also at any point it could push further to test this wick. Okay, now the weekly then is the weekly closed bullish, right? And what we noticed about the weekly is we've got no top wick here. So I did say in order to drive down, we might want to come and create a top wick for this before coming down. Okay, now it was whether this weekly is going to do it or the next weekly, but at the moment it looks like this weekly has done its bottom wick. Come on. Done its bottom wick, and now it's starting to flip to come up. Now that would be our target today, really, in regards to buys, because we could just tap that and then still flip back to the downside, or we could close respecting, or we could break out. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if we broke out. I'll tell you why, because I wouldn't be surprised if we get something like that. Okay, we still haven't broke that monthly high, but this is where you could tend to get a fake out back to the downside the following week. So we could look at something like that, fake out, and that what that would mean, it would create the top wick for the weekly, therefore we should be coming back down, and now we'll have enough liquidity to push past these levels. And if you're into all this, you'll have a nice double top there to come down. You might even break the highs in order to pop down. Okay, but I don't think we can close above these levels on the monthly without coming down to that no wick area. Okay. So it's very interesting what this weekly can do, actually. So we are technically bullish on this weekly, and now that the daily's closed bullish, right, it looks like we are going to come up to fill the rest of the range. However, the issue I've got here is that there is a minor support here. There is a minor support here, and we still haven't broke above it. Now, if this daily had broke above, fantastic, clean traffic all the way up, but we haven't broke above that yet. So at any point, this daily could close doji or bearish, because we still haven't broke above this range. We're technically in this range. We're in this. And the issue we've got now is we filled it. We came down, we closed respected, and we came straight back up and we closed respected. So we technically filled it. Okay. Now we still could come up to these levels, but we technically haven't broke out as of yet. So we'd have to be careful. Let's have a look. What's the 4 done? 4's closed bullish. The 4 hasn't broke out either. It's just closed bullish. And it's pushing. Good morning, Ella. How are you doing? 3. So the 3's closed out and got a nest play. So the 3 should be coming to 23.72. 2 again. 2 is slightly different. What's this? Two doesn't tell us much really. So the 1's closed bullish. Didn't break out, but still. What have we got to close above that? We got now a close above that. What would that mean? Very interested. So we broke the highs, we came down. We're gonna break the. Can we take a back buy up? We haven't done anything yet, as in can't get in at the minute. There's nothing to get into. It's whether this 4 is going to come through this range to tap 23.69. Even if you get an hour close above, you could still get a fake out. We've got no bottom wick on that 1 hour. what happens when you get a 15 close above here? You get a 15 close above there, you drive. Close above. This is coming from the downside. Down these levels. 15 close above, and then you drove. All these fake outs here, guys. It's not good that. Above. They all come and tap this level though, 23.63. So if we do get that 15 close above, could we buy up? Oh, we're gonna get a fake out. Okay, if we get a 15 close above here, we could potentially buy it as long as we don't tap 23.63. Let me just confirm this again. So through. Right, so we got a 15 close above there, and then we pushed, didn't quite make it. We'd have to do that one. What is this now? 20 pips. This pull back. This one didn't make it. These ones did. Okay, so all the 15s come through. As long as we don't tap it in this 15. If we tap it in this 15, then it's a no-go. 30. Because nothing's broke out yet. Everything's closed in this range. The hour's still down here, technically. Oh, don't be tapping that now. Come on. Because we've got to be careful if it taps it, because there's quite a lot of fake outs back to the downside. Oh, what's the 4 doing? This is a bit of a funny one, because all the higher time frames have closed respecting, like they haven't broke out apart from the 3. The 3's closed nest player. Apart from the 3, so nothing's actually broke out yet. So it means they all could pull back, but looking at previous data, they don't tend to break out. They tend to just shoot up from these levels. So if that's the case, if the 15 closes out, doesn't tap 2363, then we could probably just market execute to tap that level, take partial move to break even, thinking that the probability of us driving straight through is pretty high, because that's what tends to happen. Getting something like this, but I'm just wondering whether, in order to do this, what time was that? In order to do this, do we need to tap this? That's what I'm thinking, because we've already been down there, we came back up and then we've come down. So we've come down here. Do we need to come down here again to drive back up? Interesting. Don't know. Oh, come on, 15. Chill your beans, man. It's absolutely filled the range. That's not on that. So the issue we've got now is if we do tap it, I mean, mean, you could drive straight through, but a lot of the times you fake out. You get a fake out. So look, 15 close, 15 back in, 15 close out here, 15 back in, and then we drop. So it's not ideal. That means we could reject from around there, but that is coming down. We are technically bullish. Or you could drive straight through on the 15. And then you've got these as well, so it's tough because I'm probably going to have a pullback now. Because we filled that range. 15, unless we're getting something like this, pullback, and we come back up. As long as we don't tap 23.63, we can probably take it. As long as we don't tap 23.63, if we pull back, we'll look to market execute sort of at 23.60 as a wing back potentially. Wing back buy from 23.60, but because even if we get a fake out back in, you should still pull back, tap before coming down. We broke these highs now, so it has got liquidity to drive further back down now. But it's whether you need the all come and tap 23.63. I don't think there's ever been a time where it hasn't tapped 23.63. What's this? The all come and tap through. When you get a close above 23.60, the all tap 23.63. So the odds are like 100%. Breakout, tap. Straight through. It's only this one what doesn't do it. How have we tapped that? But if we're going to get this and we've tapped the area, it means a new 15 closes bearish. So if we take a wing back buy from 23.60, you still get out on the next 15 anyway. But we could take another entry from 23.58. Yeah, that could probably work. Stops for me. What would stops have to be? Oh, it doesn't want to tap this area. That's the issue we've got. Stops would just be low. If you break below there, you're gone. That one stops. Come on, calm down. It's whether we're going to get this pullback. Oh no, I don't open up. Pull back, pull back. Sort of fill the in. I've got to pull back. I'm looking at a wing back buy from 23.60, guys. But as long as we don't tap 23.63, if we tap it, we're going to have to realign, reassess, recock, re-engage. Come on, get down. I can't really take a wing back sell for me, even though we might reject for me, because yes, the hours, everything's close respecting, but everything's really bullish, and the weekly and the daily's bullish. So it'd just be risky taking that. Oh, come on. Don't break them eyes, not yet. Not yet. It's not enough range to like get in, even if we 10 pips there. Need this to pull back down. So we've got a potential wing back buy here. And we've got a potential wing back buy 23.57. Come on, get down. Oh, we've tapped it, guys. Right, okay, so that's sort of... We knew price had to come up and tap that area if you got a 15 breakout, but it hasn't given us a chance to get in, and sometimes price does that. So the next candle what's going to close is the 30. So if we can look to see what the 30 does when it closes above, where does the 30 push? Because sometimes it might be different. So let's have a look. See, the next range is this 23.64. Don't even like that. It's more like that, isn't it? 30 breakout, nest play, carries on. Oh. Yeah, that's a 30 range there. Fuck. Very difficult now, guys. I think we'll have to wait for the hour. We were close to a trade there. We were very close to a trade. Now what if we took a 30 above this? So 30 closes. You've got a little range. Actually move that back. So what is this? So 30 close above. Pull back, gone. Look, it doesn't hit it. 30 close above, fake out, back in, break above, fake out, back in. That's not very good. Now, what we could do though is if we get this back into the range, close respecting, potential wing back sell. But tricky taking sells when the daily's bullish and the weekly's bullish. Look, more fake outs here. 15, fitting them all, tap the area. It's a bit like yesterday. So yesterday, price had already tapped our advantage point before we could get in, and that's what we've done now. So it means we're going to have to wait. There's nothing I can really do. But if we line up the hour, so what would we want to see from the hour? Let's get rid of all this. Let's start again. Go from the hour. So if the hour closes above here, where is the next range? So you come straight through. You come straight through. Fake out on the hour. That's after we've tapped it. So we basically can't tap this range. Okay, we can't tap this range. Another fake out on the hour. So when you're getting fake outs like this, it doesn't mean you can't trade this range. It means you've got to wait for a pullback. Once you get a pullback, tapping previous support, you then can get your stops on the buy stops on the other side. But it just means you've got to be disciplined to wait for that pullback. And what will happen is price will sort of tease you into buying because it'll look like it's shooting off. I think that's all we've got. So the only thing we've got really is, but even the hour's not the best. It only pushes through once. Oh no, sorry, one, two, twice. Oh, sorry, three times. It's not very good for me. It's not very good for me. So if the hour can close above, how far do we pull back? Do we need to come back down? Could we look at a wing back buy from a certain level? Pushing. Are we going to reject? If we're going to reject, are we going to reject from here? Do we need to come back down? Because if we need to come back down, why have these drove? We haven't got much data to go. That's another issue. So we've done the lows. We have got enough liquidity to push through these ranges. But are we going to push straight away? Oh, are we going to pull back? It's a bit more risky, but this 15's looking to flip now, look. We're going to have to see how this 30 closes. Ideally, if this 30 can pull back, close just above, and then we get a bottom wick, we break the lows, we can get, I know it's a bit of a slim chance, but because you're probably going to get a wick fill straight away, but if we can break the lows, I can get buy stops on the other end. If it does flip, it's likely going to push and break the high, but it might only come to these levels. Just really, there's nothing you can do when you push off like that. You didn't break anything. Another one of them days, I think, guys, at the minute. Not very good. It's been like this. We haven't took many trades this month at all. When was the last trade? 13th. We had a trade on, a winning trade anyway, on Monday. I think last week we only took one trade last week. Oh yeah, we actually took two, didn't we? One was a break even and one was a win. It was a big win, mind. Oh yeah, and this is the thing, when the market's not shown, obviously the market's going in cycles. Excuse me. So you'll go through different phases. You'll go through phases of pure ease, where it's a simple hour close out, pull back, buy stop or sell stop, flip, fills the range, simple. You'll go through like a couple of months of that, just so easy. And then you'll go through months where we're like this, where price seems to be pushing through the range with one candle, right? And then you'll go through phases where price will close respected, and then it'll open up and just absolutely power through the next range, completely fill the next range. So it just comes back around. You've just got to hold your discipline. Hold your discipline until your setup's there. I was looking back over yesterday and I was a bit naughty really, because yesterday we'd already had the advantage point. You always got to have an advantage point. And that advantage point was this, which we'd already done. Was it this? I can't remember where we had the trade. I think it was this, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. I can't bloody remember. But anyway, if you watch yesterday's stream, price had already filled through the advantage point. We knew it had to come down there. It already filled it, and as I came back up, well, it was just shy by about 3 or 4 pips. So I thought, okay, well, we're going to pull back and then flip, and we didn't. We actually came all the way back up. So you've got to have that advantage point. We probably shouldn't have took that, but I was willing to take it to go off the 5 or 15 minute, which is an aggressive stop, where as soon as you pull away from the 5 or the 15, you just move stops to break even. It's all these different tools you've got in your toolbox. What are we doing now? 50, we're really bullish at the minute. I can't do anything, guys, until probably this hour. Look at that hour. The thing with this hour is, I have got this marked up, but this hour can easily push all the way through. Look at that. Let's see if we can find another one. No. So the hour can easily push all the way through. Now we're hoping to get something like this. So the hour closes out but doesn't fill the range, and then we could potentially market execute if we don't come and tap that area. Because if you get an hour close above, well, the issue we've got is you can fake out. So we probably can't market execute. We'd really need a pullback. So it's in a bit of a nightmare range, really. Like, it looks clean, but you can get fake outs. And you're coming from the downside as well, so this is sort of relevant to what we're seeing. So I really don't. I think I'm going to have to wait for that pullback, guys. So there's nothing more I can really do. Well, the 30 is going to close now. So if the 30 closes like this and can pull back for us, you got to be careful here, because if you look at these here, bullish, 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 3 bullish candles pushing, right? And then what you'll get, if this is a fake out, you'll get 115, what won't come back for you, and it'll be like that, and it won't come back if you're taking buys. That's what you've got to be careful. Like this, look at that, 115 down, doesn't even pull back. See you there, gone. So you've just got to be very careful. And it's 50-50 whether it does that. It's like 50-50, so the odds, the probability is not on our side either way. So he's a 30 close now. Oh, no top wick, man. Are you winding me up? No top wick and no bottom wick. 30 still bearish down here. The 2 slightly broke out. The 3, the 4. The 4's still down here as well. There's 1 hour and a half left of the 4. could we take a wing back sell, but very risky, because where's the daily? The daily, that daily, this daily could push all the way to here. But it's just whether we need to break the laws. It's really not a nice position, that daily, really. I would have liked a steeper bottom wick. If I had a steeper bottom wick, it would give us a chance to get in. It would have gave us a chance to get in. The 3, is that 3 broke out? For me, the 3 looks like it's this area. Has it broke out? Is this 3 going to flip to the downside? You have got wing back areas on the 3. You've got to be careful, because you can really fly through this range. It's like 50-50 whether you're going to fly up or whether you're going to pull back. And nothing's shown us that's going to pull back yet. We're going to have to wait for this hour, and then I'm going to need a bottom wick. And there's now I can really do. But I am debating on, you could probably squeeze a wing back sell from 2369 if this hour taps. Because if you think about it, you've got no top wick and you've got no bottom wick. So if this 30 does just so happen pushes up, taps, you're going to have some, you can't carry, you won't be able to carry on. You've got to pull back some sort. Yeah, even if you want to go, but you wouldn't drive at that point. Fly in the nest here. So you could potentially take a wing back step, but it would have to happen on this 30 minutes, and that is a big pushing candle whether it's going to do it. So it is slim chance that it will do it. But if you look at these 30s, let's have a look at the other 30s. Something like that, and then back down. So look, up, tap, back down, up, tap, back down. You could react from here. So yeah, you could have a potential wing back sell from 2369, but it would have to happen on this 30. I couldn't even take a wing back buy, because you have to be careful of this here. What was this though? You can also fly through as well. Very tricky at the minute. But this is why we've got such a high win rate, guys, because we want it perfect for us. We're not just getting in. You've seen it time and time again where I'm on stream and I'm like, okay, price needs to come and tap this, nowhere else for it to go, needs to tap it. And I've just watched price go all the way to tap that area and I haven't got in. It's not because I'm a shit trader, or it's because I'm disciplined to my setup. If my setup doesn't show, price can push to that area where I say it's going to go, but if my setup doesn't show, I can't get in. I've just got to watch price. I've done it all before. I've watched price for 4 hours, yeah, and eventually grabbed 10 pips. That's what trading is. It's waiting, like a sniper for that perfect shot. Is this going to reject for me and now and come down? Got no top wick, so technically this 30 should close bearish. Therefore, this hour is not going to drive. So if this hour can close out like this and we can pull back to tap 2359, we can get buy stops on the other end to come and fill the range. That's what we're looking at the minute. Okay, that's probably the only setup we've got. because that would confirm the 4 probably pushing. Yeah, we'd have to rule out that fake out, because you don't want to be getting faked out back in, because if you get a fake out back in, you're coming for stops. Simple as that. You probably wouldn't be able to get another entry on. I'm waiting for a 1 hour close. I'm just trying to see where we want that 1 hour close. That 1 hour close really just needs to be above this high. And then we need a pullback to 2360, buy stops on the other side. Okay, that's what we're after. We might have a fast one. If this hour does push up to 2369, we might potentially take an aggressive sell from there. Okay, but obviously I'll keep his notified. I'll get some tunes on. I'm gonna go make another cup of tea. You know, I've just had one. I had a weird day yesterday, you know. Do you know, in this life, right, people get away with so much shit, don't they? Like, we need to go back where you can hit people, I think, and it would really sort out the society, especially in Britain. There's just so many knobheads in Britain, isn't there? I dealt with a knobhead yesterday. Oh my god, I nearly killed him. What a douchebag. But I think you've just got to accept in society, you're always going to come across knobheads, aren't you? Always going to come across knobheads. Is that too loud? Turn it on, back over here. The battery's low. Okay, this is nice. If the hour pulls back, right, and closes, just breaks out, you've got a nice wick to fill. What you'll tend to get is a pullback, and then you'll get a wick fill. So that's a good sign for us, really.
So somebody had to do it. I am the chosen one. Somebody had to do it.
I'll be back in a second. We're going to make another cup of tea. It's an absolutely beautiful day today, guys. I think it might be a beat to every day. We've had one day of summer. Literally, it feels like we've had one day. I've had one nice day where we had a nice beach day, right? And then it's just pissed it down. Typical, innit? So what's people on at the minute? So if you're watching on YouTube, just drop in the comments. Are you on a live account? Are you on a prop firm? How long have you been trading? Well, let's talk about how do you actually make money in Forex? Because at the start, you do start battering your head, like, do I use a live account? Do I use a prop firm? What do I do? Got another cup of tea, proper brew pig. So we're just waiting, really, guys. There's nothing we can do until the 1 hour. Got another clubs. Arsenal won against Tottenham last night, didn't they? Sorry, City. It's all in City's hands now. Come on, the hour. What are we doing? It's pushed back up to that. The 30's flipped again. We did get a bearish 15 close, but what does that mean? Tricky. Good morning if you're watching on YouTube. Welcome to the stream. Drop us a like, subscribe to the channel. We're a new channel, as you can see. We've only been going on YouTube since November, really. But the company's been going around a while, about 4 years maybe. Relentless. So we used to trade live for members only, you see, every morning in a New York session. So we just thought we'd introduce London session to YouTube, try and build our channel up. So if you hit the like and subscribe, that'd be much appreciated. It'd be great help, guys. Jump into our free Discord as well, so you get notified. Don't worry, you don't get scammed with crap. It's just so you can see when I'm on. There's some days I'm not on, you see. We have a really high win rate. Especially on stream. Any questions you have, just drop them in the chat, guys. We do normally have, if you remember, you can go into the Discord trade and study area, which is where you can sort of chat to me while I'm streaming. But the issue I've got is I'm waiting for full fibre to come in, because my internet, because I live in Wales and we all live in caves, so the internet's just not the best here. I mean, I can't actually handle the two streams, believe it or not. So while we're waiting, we'll do a bit of admin. We're just chilling, guys, chilling. As long as this hour stays down, right, and then we wait for a pull. We've got to wait for a pullback, because we could just get a fake out back to the downside, and we really need to rule that out, basically. Excuse me. Would you be interested in doing a launch training for being out? Come on, pull back. Is it day, guys? Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday. Right. Come on. Come on, gold. Get out. What do you mean this in the launch? Friday the 14th, 12 of 3. This is nice if we can keep pulling back. big match tonight, guys. Okay, there's the hour. Right, let's get this on. Come on. See what we can do here, guys. Right. Let's get that. Let's get rid of that. Get back in the zone. Okay, so there's the hour close. What does this mean then? The hour's close pretty nice, but I need a pullback, guys. I've got to have a pullback to previous support. I can't take anything. Be very careful taking anything above here. Let me turn this music down. Is it too loud? Now gold. I mostly trade on demo account because I almost ruined my live account. I'm not going to send any more money for some while. I'm trading the smallest lots. Another account is a bit in profit for a few months. I trade the Elliott waves. That was first strategy I liked. I really like goals. It's like 7-dimensional Sudoku. It is like, you're right. It's a weird, you build up a weird relationship with gold. It's like you want to have a relationship with it, but it's a proper bitch. It can literally tear you apart. But yeah, because I first started with gold when I was learning. I was just getting done all over, and it took me a while to pull away. And then when I really built up my trading, I went back to it. Well, yeah, that's good. The thing with what people do is they think it's a get rich quick scheme. Trade is not a get rich quick scheme at all. At all. However, what we do with Relentless, we teach you not to waste your money. Don't go on a live account. Don't buy a challenge unless you've gone through all the steps. We have a step process. You've got to do all the steps in it. We've proven that the steps work, as in you take 2 steps ahead, you can get burned. So you just stay on a demo until your logbook is profitable, or you go on to the FTMO demo. They have a demo challenge if you're looking at doing prop firms, because you might as well use someone else's capital. Oh, this is pushing up. We don't want this to push. I can't do anything till we pull back. Because it's already putting 100 quid or 1,000 quid or whatever into a live account, trying to build it up, but you're not going to make a significant amount of money with that, unless you're gambling, and that's the difference. Gambling, unless you're putting a high lot on and you're going off news and you buy a seller beside, you know, just slow steady profits every month. That's what you want, but then you need a high amount of capital. So prop firms are ideal. However, the thing with prop firms, there's so many shit prop firms. I wouldn't trust any prop firm what accepts HFT shit bust. The amount of prop firms I've had in the past what accept HFT and don't pay out, it's just not worth it. So the only ones I use is FTMO, 5%ers, and we are actually launching our own prop firm on Sunday, because the reason we actually launched our own prop firm wasn't actually to make money, it was to actually make sure our members got paid out, because they were getting prop firms, loads of different prop firms, and I mean we only endorse sort of FTMO and 5%ers anyway, but they were getting other prop firms and they just weren't getting paid out once they were in profit, and we were just sick of it. So we were like, fuck it, let's make our own prop firm. So which launches on Sunday. So yeah, instead of putting 100 quid into an account, or 100 euros or whatever, and trying to trade that, making small profits, use that 100 euros to buy a 10k account, and then you've got 10,000. Do you know what I mean? And then you go from there. And then your profits, you buy a higher challenge, and so on and so forth. That's what you want to do, and you get the point where you've just got so many different live so many different prop firms, all on one social copier, and then you start building up your live account, and then eventually you're just trading your live account, but with a large amount of capital in. That's probably the route you sort of want to take, really. How long do you trade? Do you mean like how long have I been trading, or how long do I trade like per day? Or I've been trading for about since 2019. So what we on? 4 years maybe? 5 years? Nearly 5 years now. Yeah. but I didn't actually take it serious until probably 2 years in. I was more on the MLM side. However, I didn't have Relentless. I didn't have like a company like Relentless. I've been in 3 different Forex companies, and they were all MLM, and the education and that just was nowhere near. What we've done at Relentless, we've got rid of the MLM crap, so you can actually focus on learning the skill. So I do believe we've halved the time to become profitable, 100%. On average, it normally would take you about 4 years to start seeing consistent profits in Forex, but I do believe we've halved it at Relentless. The quicker we've had someone funded from no experience whatsoever, right, 6 months, that's the quickest, and that is very quick. And this is what I try to say to people, because I get messages all the time on social media. How much can I make if I have this? Or can I be be rich in 3 months or a couple of weeks or what? And it's just like, mate, it's going to take you. It's like a university degree. That's what it's like. But you actually make decent money at the end of it, unlike university, where you just left with loads of debt. That's the difference. I don't like how this is pushing up, but we can't break. If we break the highs, it's probably not on this, guys. I really need a pullback now. Now this is allowed to do this. Well, test the previous wick and then pull back, and then we can either wait for a 5 or 15 above these highs to fill the rest of the range. That'll confirm the hour flipping and pushing up. Or we can just get a buy stop on above the high, not the body, the high of the wick. But it's how high this wick's going to be. This is the thing, because if I zoom in, if this hour goes something like that, that means the wick's going to be there and then pulls back. We're going to be looking at something like that. We're going to be looking at a wick like that. We can either get a buy stop above the wick, ready for this to flip, to push. That would confirm, because you could still come back to here. So you don't want to put your buy stop on at the body. It'd be the high, or you just wait for closures on a 5 or 15 above these levels, anywhere around here. That would confirm that the hour's flipping. But you can't do anything unless I get a pullback to 2360. But this is probably our only move up here, really. I can see unless something pops out. Come on, chill. Come on. What's this hour gonna do? It's also another thing of if we flip, if this 30 does flip, it's likely going to come down, so could we not sell down? It's just risky. 19 pips, 15. It says 15 on the close here. Is this a fake out to the upside? Are we going to pull back? We're probably going to have to create a bottom wick for this. Suck me in for a sell here. For an aggressive sell. Got no bottom wick on this hour either. No, you've got no bottom wick on this hour. We're still in, guys, we're still waiting. What do I need to do today? Can't do anything at the minute, guys. Gotta hope this hour flips to the downside. Come on, Howie. Hold back. Okay, so we've tested the high now, right? Do you know what? I am close to getting a sell stop underneath. Because if this does flip, there's nowhere else to go apart from previous. 15's closed above. Is this going to drop through the floor? It's really sucking me in for a sell here. I think we're just going to wait. But yeah, I mean, if you think about it, if this does flip now, it's going to have a bottom wick. The bottom wick's likely going to be tapping 2360. It's quite a high chance it's going to tap 2360, but you're so bullish that it's really hard to take that. So we're going to have to wait. Don't break them eyes, gold. It's breaking the eyes here, guys. This might fly through this. One of them days again, another one of these days. But remember, what you're doing is you're protecting your capital here. That's what you're doing. By not getting in trades, you're protecting your capital. That's what it's all about. So 30, what's the 30 doing? I mean, if the 30 closes out, what are you gonna do? I haven't even tapped them. I need an hour, guys. I need the hour pullback. See if this hour can flip to the downside, come back up. We'll wait for a 15 or a 5, close above. Thumbnails. Press. Pushing, guys. Right. It's quite a big project, seeing up there. Yeah. It is. It looks like this one candle is gonna come all the way through. We are struggling, guys, I won't lie. It might be another no trade day. It does look like this hour's coming down. It means this hour's going to pull through. The issue you've got now is you're going to have to wait for this hour to close, and you're probably going to need a break out. 23.69, is that the next range? Yeah, you would need a breakout with 23.69. The daily can come all the way up to 2392. But no bottom wick. Are you going to reject here? You see, you could say, well, you're going to have to come back down for this bottom wick before driving, but I don't know whether you're going to need to, because price shows us that you don't actually have to. You could carry on. Look at this, no bottom wick. But the issue you've got is I can't get in, and we could absolutely just fill these ranges. I would need some sort of pullback, and we're just not getting it. I would probably have to wait for the 4 to close in 34 minutes. I think that's what we'll do, and then I'll make a decision from there. So if we get a 4-hour close above 23.69, you don't actually need it. This is the only date we've got to go off. If we get a close above, and I can get a pullback tapping 23.64, we take a potential wing back buy up, or we get a buy stop on the other side to come up to fill the range. That should confirm, but you might not pull back. This is the issue again. So it means you're waiting again. You wait for the forward, it could easily just bomb up. So that's going to be, it's all on how this new 4-hour opens up, okay? So we're going to have to wait for this. We are looking at buys above here on the 4. But then I need a pullback to 23.64. We could either take a wing back buy or buy stops above, but again I would need a pullback for that, just because I don't know whether we'd need to come and break the lows again. Tricky. Can't really take a wing back sell here. Or could I? 15s tap and reject. I mean, look at that pushing candle. That's the pushing candle you want for wing backs. You think if this push is so far up, you're going to have to pull back with a new 15. But it's just very risky because, you know, tap, come straight through. I can't do that. I'm going to have to wait for the 4, guys. We'll wait till 10. And if nothing's on, if we don't break out and we close respecting, what does that mean? It means we're still going to break the highs. I'll probably call it, you know. It's just the dailies. just messed about with us. Look at that. My God. No FOMO. I'm just going to nip the toilet, guys. 2 seconds. Well, I could probably go that way after the job. Filled the full range. Come on, Rosie, come and say hello. Rosie, come here. This is Rosie. Come on. Rosie Posey, Old English Sheepdog. She's so clumsy. So, and then Mr. Winston. Come on, Mr. Winston. Come on. Come on. I don't know if you can see him. Alright, then she gets jealous. This is Mr. Winston, everyone. Alright, Rose, get out. I did have a boxer. You can't beat a boxer dog. Boxer dogs are fantastic. Don't get a French bulldog, by the way. All they do is snore, fart. It's all on this 4, guys. If the 4 closes above, The only thing I can see is we're likely, do we market execute to come up? Do we wait for a pullback? You tend to just drive straight through, believe it or not, even from these levels. So you got to close here. I think it closed just in the range, and then we got a pullback. So could we get that potential wing back buy on to come up? And then is it going to take 4, 8? Have we got news today? Could take a few hours to get up. Wednesday. Oh, there's a lot of news. CPI. Oh, yo. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Because this foreclosed and we only pushed. Still nice pips, man. 60 pips there. Oh, no top wick. What are you doing? No top wick here. So, with no top wick, it is a sign of we could push back down. Have we tapped this level here? Oh, look at that. 15 no top wick. Have to wait for that 4, guys. There's nothing more I can do, really. I know, obviously, when you just want to jump on the stream, you want to grab a trade. I know, mate. I've been there. But trust me, don't ever force a trade, because now it's you just won't be profitable. If you want to be consistently profitable, and that's the key words, isn't it? Consistently profitable, not just profitable for a month. Consistently profitable, month on month basis. Wait for this 4 thing, guys. I'm just what it is, it's 50-50 whether the new 4, let's say we get a breakout, right? This is just a basic breakout method, right? You get a breakout, we need a top wick on it, mind. We can either get a pullback. There's one area where you pull back to this and then you flip and you look like that on the 4. So could we take a wing back buy from there now that we've had that breakout? We potentially could. So it'd be a valid setup basically. But whether it comes back that far, obviously we don't know. Now in order to get buy stops on, I would need a pullback to at least previous support, which is here. And then I can get buy stops on. However, we had one time we pulled back to here, and then the other time didn't even give us a bottom wick and just drove. So it's 50-50 whether we pull back or we just fly. But what I want to see is a pull back to that area. So it might not do either. This is what I'm saying. It might not do either, and we could still miss the move, because it could, if it does just open up. If it does just open up and drive, I can't get in. There's no way I can get in. I'm not willing to market execute. I need a pullback. However, this 4 has to close with a top wick. If it closes with no bottom wick, I'm done for the day, because then you're going to get a bearish close. That's what tends to happen. You could push up and then close bearish, close respecting, but you're waiting another 4 hours for that to close. You're then going to have to wait for that 4 hour to close to then look. But then you've got news at 1:30, so there's no point wasting your day. When the sun's shining, you could be on the beach. I've got a couple of tickets for United V. Have you, Sharif? If anyone's interested, they're good tickets, both in the shallow end. I know, how bad is that? The biggest club in the world and the roof's leaking. Oh, bad. Do you know what? I thought you were being serious there. You've got a couple of tickets. I was like, oh, I'll come with you. We'll make it a date. How are we doing, Sharif? You alright, mate? It's going to be a good game tonight. I'm very looking forward to it. That's the thing with Man United though, they can still win when they play shit. That's what does my head in about them. They're playing really bad football, but they do still manage to grab points. I say that, like I watched the Crystal Palace and Man U game. Wow, Man U was so bad. That was probably the worst performance I've seen them ever play. That Crystal Palace Man U game. We're just waiting on a forward close, and that's going to be our last chance to get in. Come on, go, get up there. Oh, we're pushing on the foot, aren't we? Gotta wait for this forward, guys. That's what we're waiting on. This 4's pushing.
Man.
6 minutes, guys, for the close. 2 minutes for a close, guys. $20 seconds for a forward close. Okay, so forward close, nice. Can we get that pullback? I need to pull back to at least here. Also, this would turn into a wing back buy. Come on, if we push straight up here, we don't want it to push up. We need it to come back down. What a nice close. You might not pull back. This is the thing now. Stops for me really. We only need to be off the 4 because you shouldn't be breaking that low, but big stops. Could we use the hour? I don't really want to use the hour. Can't do anything till I get a pullback, guys. We're just waiting still. Guys, just gotta get this. Sorry guys, we just went on this 4. We need a pullback on the 4. We can get buy stops on. We can probably leave it as well. Like I'll probably set and leave it. It should be coming up to fill the range really. What a beautiful day today. I like how the sun sort of shines through here. It's nice. Come on the 4. Okay, we go. We're pulling back. On the 4, don't be messing about. Come on, 4. Guys, if you're in this, good luck. I mean, it's a valid set, but I'm not getting until I get a pullback. Okay? So good luck if you're in it. Come on, 4. It's struggling. Come on, the 4. It's coming to test the lows again, which is nice. If we can pull back now, I'll just have buy stops on above, guys. So we're close. We're close, guys. 2. Come on. See what this first 30 minutes does, guys. He's the 4. Come on. This is another test of the low here. If we were going to carry on, we should have carried on, really. What are we doing? Let's have a look at the low time frame. Just a bit cautious. We need to be doing this fast because obviously we've got news at 1:30. Well, we might be slow here, guys. We might mess about. We could mess about for a couple of hours. Looking at previous data, it could take a couple of hours to get up. That's why we're not driving. I mean, we are pulling back. We could get buy stops. We should be clean traffic at 23.78. I would prefer a pullback here though. What it is, I'm trying to rule out this coming back up activators to take us down. We don't want to be stuck in drawdown. $46, that's 100%. That range is so big. I don't know whether we're going to pull back to the wing back area. I think it happened once with the 4 breaking above. We are in clean traffic, mind. I don't like how we haven't had a pullback. I need this bottom wick, guys. Come on! I want to get a buy stop on. So if we tap our pullback at 2370, right? We're going to get a buy stop above the high. And our take pass and move to break even will be 2378. Okay? But our target is going to be 2392. Okay? But I really need this pullback because I don't want to be getting dragged in. Because you've got reasons to come down as well. You've got no bottom wick here. You don't want to be getting tucked down there. Now here's a difficult thing. Stops so big. But your take pass and move to break even is 30 odd pips. So it's not too bad. 38 pips. Stops would have to be underneath the 4 for me, which is like 200 pips. You shouldn't be breaking this low really if you're going to come and fill this range. But really we should be clean traffic up. I just want this getting tapped. What are the lower time frames doing? I'm trying to see if we could get maybe a wing back from here, 2369. Get a bit of a fast trade. You do 10-2. Let me just see what this is. We've got a 15 close there, right? And then we pull back. Could we take a wing back from there to come back up to fill this range? Potentially. Potentially. these fives do? See, I'm thinking whether we could take a wing back buy from here. If these fives can carry on without pulling back, we can probably take a wing back buy from 23.70. Yeah. Yeah, we can probably look at that, guys. So stand by for a wing back buy if possible. It's whether we get a nice pop down. We could even get buy stops above and also take a wing back buy. We'll just be a bit aggressive with stops, really. I really need this pullback, guys. Got a 15 close, a 30 close. The 30's pushed down first, which we don't like. I've got no buy stops on this. Not yet. I need a pullback to here. Don't know whether this is gonna be done for news, that's the issue. We've got a potential wing back buy as well from 23.6. So if we do push, we could potentially take a second entry if we do get activated here. King of the world. Stand by, guys, because we are dropping nicely. If we push past this, can we get one clean pop down? I think we're going to have to break the highs again if you want to drive down. Oh, stand by. Stand by. 2 minutes left of this 5. Can this 5 tap? Stops are big though, mine, guys. I've got to go off the 4. I'd be going off the 4. Because if the 4 can come and test, if you think about it, this 4 can come and test all the way back down to test this 4. So that's why stops have to be so big. So make sure you change your lots, manage risk accordingly. Stand by, guys. So I'm looking at this area here. Where we at? These back down, tap, and then you push and break the highs. Because we haven't come to the advantage point yet. Can this tap? That's the question. I've just... Do you know what though? It might not tap on this one, it might pull back up. We might only get this. Tap, back up, and then come down. Should we have took that? Oh, look what's happened. We should have maybe took that, maybe. This a 15 change? So we got 15. Can the new 5? Stand by, guys. Stand by. If this 5 can pop down and tap, I'll be in. Okay, guys, I'm going to be in here. I'm in for a buy. Reason being is we need a top wick on this 5 to drive down, I would think. So I'm like that. Okay, we're going to be aggressive. Soon as this 5 flips to the upside, I'm going to be going risk free. Okay, so stand by to go risk free. As soon as we get a top wick on this 5, I'll be going risk free. So it is an aggressive entry. Stops are, see me stops it down here. Really big stops. It's just whether this is the pullback or my target is actually up here. It's a big range though, if you can get up there. I did push fair, didn't I? We've got a new 15 shortly. So what's this 15 gonna do? Actually messed up with my locks here. I put a really low lot on. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, so the 5's got no top wick still. We've tapped that area. So potentially now you could have buy stops on off the hour, because if the hour does flip now, take partial move to break even is 23.78, but your target for this one is 23.91. So you can get buy stops on. Now we're just trying to work out whether this is the pullback for the hour to flip, or we can actually come through. I will take a second entry at 23.64. Sorry, 23.60 for a second entry, and then what I can do is take that up. Okay. That's if we do push further. Now I do believe, let me have a look. The 30's pushing. 15's about to close in 7 minutes. Let's see where this 15 can go. If the 15 closes below this level at 23.69, I'll probably look to get out at break even on the next 15, because you're going to be coming down into drawdown, so you might as well just get out and get a better entry. Okay, but we're seeing if we're going to close like this, tap, which we've tapped that area now, so are we going to reject for me to push further up? I would think you'd probably need to break the highs again if you want to drive down. So I would probably see that. I think that's what's going to happen. Okay, so that's what I've got going on at the minute, guys. Let's see how we go. But again, if this 15 closes below, we look to manage risk. You could probably leave it technically, because you're going off the 4 hour, aren't you? Your stops, if you get stopped out, you're not interested, because it means the daily's going to be flipping back to the downside, coming back down. You're not interested, and you're in a 100% range coming up to this level. Oh shit! So you could potentially walk away and just leave it be. So we'll see if you wanted to. I was trying to see if we could get. So you still got no top wick on this 5. Look at that. That's disgusting. We've got no news till half 1. Can this 5 flip back up for a top wick? I would think this is at least going to get tapped if to drive down. I am looking at that for a second entry though, guys. 23.64 for second entry. If we do keep driving, we'll be getting in and we'll take the profit back up. Because even if you want to carry on driving down, you should still pull back really. Because if this 15 closes below, it means we're getting something like that. Especially if you've got no top wicks. So it means you're getting something like that to come down. 5's closed below. What's this 15 going to do? It's going to be very interesting what this 15 does. Well, ideally you want the 15 closing like that to come back up, so back above. I mean, look at this 15. 115 minute candle all the way down, second entry, and then the new 15 comes all the way back up. Mad ranges these are. But everything's broke out to the upside, so it's like. See what happens here. I'll nip the toilet, guys. We've got 4 minutes for a 15 close. If the 15 does close below and we do come back to break even, I'll probably just get out and just wait for the buy stop above to activate, because it means if we do pull back, it means this could flip and drive further down. So it's not quite been a drawdown, but I'd still be taking this as a second entry. So either way, I'm still going to be in this trade really. I'm just going to nip the toilet 2 seconds. 15 close in 2 minutes. Where the hell is that? Huh? So there's the 15 close. $15 close below. Looks like we're going to be pushing down. I am going to be taking a second entry, guys. Okay. Email, like that. Tick. It was a bit more of an aggressive entry, but we knew the pullback was likely going to be so and so. How far is this pullback going to be now? The only time we've closed like that really is here. We pull back. And there. 3 areas where you've closed above, and 100% of the time, it's not the best of odds really. You push through. Even when you come back down to retest, but you still push through. Push through. If the 4 closes back below, then we've had a fake out, and it's new data, it's new ranges, it's something we can't preempt, unfortunately. Okay. Look. So I'm not interested, obviously, if we break below. If we close back below, but the 4 shouldn't be breaking the low if it wants to drive up low. If it breaks the low, obviously it's going to be coming down to 23.36, I would imagine. The 4 coming up. Now let's see if we can get a fake out on this 15. If this 15 can close back above, then that's a fake out to the downside, and that should initiate the push break of the highs. I do believe you can't really drive down unless coming to break this high again. So I would think if you're going to get that breakout, you're probably going to get it now. Sorry, what I mean, you could use this as a tape partial move to break even, but I will be risk free. 23.73. I was going to go risk free on the 5 flip, but look at the 5, we didn't get a top wick. So it'll be very interesting to see what these 5s do. Let me see what these 5 ranges are like. So we're back below. Yeah, we could do with a 5 close back above that, really. There's another 5 at 23.69, I believe. Yeah. So we close back above this mess here. That'd be nice. So it's up to you guys what you do, whether you leave it to come up. You should break the highs before coming down, I would think anyway. If you don't, then it's a reason that, it's a bigger reason that if you do keep just pushing down, then the flip's going to happen. It's more reason for the flip, if you think about it. So the more drawdown you get, the bigger the flip's going to be. Okay. So if it does come straight down, but, or it might come back up, break the highs, and then come back down, and then flip for the daily, for the 4 to flip from here. That's what could happen. We don't know. We will see. But I can't take a second entry round here. We've had the pullback now, so I can get rid of that one, can't I? We've had a entry. So if you can also get buy stops off the 1 or the 4. Good morning, Lavo. How are you doing, mate? I'm late today. It's not an issue, mate. We've just got in a trade. You've got 2 options. You can wait for a wing back buy from 23.64, which we'll be taking a second entry, or you can have buy stops above the 1 and the 4. Now, because the 4 The 1 technically hasn't broke above this area, but the 4 has. So the 4's broke out, and 100% of the time when you close above here on the 4, you come through to fill the range at 2391. So the 4 should be flipping, but it's how far is this bottom wick going to be on the 4? That's what we're trying to work out. Yeah. I took an entry from, I was going to go off the 5, but we didn't actually get a top wick off the 5. But we took an entry at previous support, because this is previous support on the 4. So this is an area where price can reject from to flip to come up. So I've took an entry there, but I am looking, the proper wing back buy was 2364. Okay. But you can also have buy stops above. Take partial move to break even is 2378.35. That's where, even if you drive down, you tend to tap that every time price taps it. So we'll see what's the 15 do. It looks like the 15's pushing back up, guys, which is nice. No worries, buddy. Can the 15 close back into the range? I don't even think that's a proper 15 range. I did say I was going to get out of break even, but this could be a fake out. Got low lots on this. I've messed up my lots. I've put it on my other account. I was trading my other account. I've like got half of the lot what I would normally use on this. That doesn't matter. Not an issue. Oh, you don't even need a close back in on the 15. You just need a bullish 15 close. If we get a bullish 15 close, that might initiate the push back in. Oh, nice. So the next candle to close is the hour. So this will be very interesting how this hour closes, because if this hour closes respecting this level, we've technically had a nest play where you've had a breakout, close respecting. The next hour should technically bottom wick, and then flip to come and fill at least the hour range, which is, well, actually it's this area, but you could argue and say that's it testing, but you should probably drive with the 4, I would imagine. But it's a good sign if the hour closes respecting. Even if the hour breaks below, you should still get, that probably will be a sign to get out of this. If the hour breaks below, you're probably going to come further down. Probably for this bottom wick, it's not like being a drawdown, but you should get a top wick before coming, so you just get out on the pullback. That's what we'll do. Our get out will be on the pullback of the hour if the hour closes below 2369. Okay. What's the 15 doing? What a bullish 5 close. Can this next 5 close bullish? We've got 2 5-minute candles left of the 15. Because we did get a 30 bearish close, but we didn't break the highs again. So if you look at this 30, you got some bearish 30 closes, and then 130 came and broke the highs before driving down. So we haven't done that. So if we do drive down without pulling back, it's a sign that, okay, it's going to flip hard to the upside. So it's a good thing, believe it or not. I know obviously asking for the drawdown, it's not nice, but we've had another 5 bullish close, which is good. It is doji style, so it's whether this 5 is going to flip or whether it's going to close bearish. I want to see. It's quite a strong area this on the 5s, really. So We sort of need a close above there. I mean, this is probably one of them trades where you could probably just leave on, because it might not play out straight away. I think we just need a bullish 15 close, and then because the 15 ranges are not the best, it's not the cleanest. There's this area here and this, but if you look at these 15s, the close below and still drove through with a new 15, so it means the next 15 can do anything really. You don't know what the next 15 is going to do. Again, look, got a 15 bullish close, respecting. Quite tired this morning. Oh look, there's a 5 pushing down, look at that. 15's flipped. Is this 5 going to drive then? Is this 5 going to drive, or do we need to come back up? To be fair though, this would be far great entry. What is the pips on this? So looking at 89. 90 pip stops. Second entry on this. On the side. And look at the 5s. It doesn't actually take many 5s to get down. 1, 2, 3, 4 5s to get down. So if we do start bombing it down now, this could be a good sign. We'll take the profit, obviously, from here to here. I'll make sure I put the proper stops on. So you put a lot, not stops. Interesting now, this 5 closes in 2 minutes. Ooh, how is this 15 going to close? How's everyone feeling? Try and really dig deep on how you're feeling when you're in drawdown. Yeah, just try to force yourself to get comfortable with it, and the more you force yourself to get comfortable with it, yeah, it's the easier it eventually starts becoming. Okay, you got to understand that drawdown is part of trading. It's nice to always get entries where you don't get much drawdown, and we get quite a lot of them, but drawdown is part of trading. Yeah, so you do have to get comfortable with it. My wife bought me a little stress ball. She was like, "Oh, when you're in a trade, you're a bit stressed." Little stress ball. So, I mean, I'm not saying I need it. I don't need it anymore really. With trades, I'm sort of, the only time I'll need it is if I'm over leveraged, or I've took a trade like an idiot when I'm not happy with, like an impulse trade, then I'm like, shit, right? But it's rare that I do that now. So I mean, I still play with it anyway because it's just nice to squeeze. But yeah, you really want to get comfortable with drawdown. Never getting comfortable sitting in drawdown. I know, but you've got to understand that losses is part of it as well. It's really hard to get. I mean, my goal is to get 6 months straight, 100% months, without just taking 3 trades a month, if that makes sense. Yeah, because people do that, believe it or not, especially all over social media. Social media is horrible. People say I've got a 100% win rate, but they've took 3 trades in a month. Like, my aim is to get 6 months, but that's like really hard. Losses are part of the game, so you've got to take losses in order to make gains, I think. So you've just got to get comfortable with them. So we've had a bearish 5 close here. We're probably going to get a 5 wick fill, but we did get a 15 bullish close, which is nice. But this is the hour, and the hour's closed. Am I back? Am I back, guys? Cut off a bit there. My internet's fantastic. It's really good. My internet's fantastic. I love it. Really good. Really good. So we've had a close back below, so we're technically in this range now, right? So we technically should be coming back down to 23.64. But it's a case of, do we reject from here to come back up, or do we carry on? Now, we know that the 4 can come back to this area, and then the 4 can flip, because remember, this trade's off the 4 hour. This trade is off the 4 hour, right? You'd either have a buy stop off the 4, or you'd be taking a wing back buy from 23.64. That's what I'd be doing, off the 4, okay? But obviously we're in a trade because we thought we could reject from here, but it doesn't make a difference because you're still going to get in this trade either way. You're going to get in this trade from here or here. It's just a case of what entry you get. But we have had an hour close back in, so what you can do if you want to take the risk off the table is if the hour does pull back, which I would think it does. How far, I don't know, but if the hour does pull back, you could get out at break even, or it could come and test the previous wick and then still flip to the downside. So you could get some profit out of it. I think we'd have to look on the lower time frames on the hour, but the hour closing back in there does look like it's come back down unless we get a fake out to the downside here. So where the next hour closes back above. And then we've had a range 1 fake out to the downside, and then that's us carrying on like that. Okay, so a number of options really. I'd really like to come down, believe it or not. I'd really like to come to this. So, I just don't know whether we're going to just go 15 bullish, what I'll do the 30 close. 30 close below as well. 5 looks like you're going to get a wick fill. Yeah, 5 looks like it's coming down for a wick fill. I might not play out till later on this, guys. This might be a case of I'll leave you with it. But I will be looking for a second entry at 23.64. I've not put this buy stop on yet, right? But I will be setting alert. If I do come off the chart, I'll be setting alert. Because I'll have to see how close we are with news. News is at 1:30, remember. Right? So we need to know what news is going to do. But I am interested in another entry at 23.64. It's whether these 5s can drive down. See if this new 15, because you technically had a nest play on this 15. 15 broke out, closed bullish. So technically this 15 should drive down. And if this 15 can drive down, that'd be fantastic for us. And we'll line this up actually. I'm going to get this on the signalians. If that music's too loud, guys, just let me know and I'll turn it down. Let's see what happens with this. When we tap, we just come back up, don't we? even if you want to drive down. So yeah, take partial move to break in would be 2369. 0.77 TP2. You could either have that as TB2 or I'd definitely be taking more partial there, but you could also have 2391. That's off the daily. Guys, if you watch on YouTube and you've had some value from the stream, if you can drop me a like, that'd be much appreciated. Subscribe to the channel as well if you're not subscribed. You can also jump into our Discord if you like. What's this 15 doing? It's not driving, is it? Oh, no bottom wick on the 5. So what we're trying to get even off this second trade is this 4 come down and flip. Hit tap and then flip, fill the range. And it's happened where we get a bottom wick, like so. As it's happened here. I know we closed a bit. It did break, it looks like it broke back above, but it was tight. That's the only pullback area I can see really. You've also got areas here where you reject from. So it is a rejection zone if you like. So I would think even if you want to drive down, I'm just thinking with these stops here, just notice this, you could potentially go like that, that would probably be better. Just to rule this out. But you're coming from the upside, so yeah. You should be getting out at that point anyway. I don't like moving your stops once I've posted it though, guys. I do apologise, but I do prefer these as stops. If you can, which is 2354.16. 2354.16. Yeah. No problemo. What I'll do, guys, I'll give it. We'll see what this 15 does. If this 15 closes bearish below here, I'll give it another 15. See if this gets activated. Otherwise, I'll just leave these to it. And then we'll keep a note on this. But I will be taking this as another trade, especially if you don't come back up, break the high. I do believe you're gonna have to break the high before driving down, but Forex, isn't it? Anything can happen. Do you know when you've been sunburned and it's dead itchy? That's what I've got now. Dead itchy. 15 is really struggling to drive down. Unless we get a doji candle on this 15. Ideally need a 5 close above. It looks like we're going to have to come back up here, guys. If these are not driving down, it means we're probably going to have to break these highs. Eee, what we like. I'll be back in a second, guys. A tricky one taking partial move to break even here, because you could just come back for this top wick and then reject back to the downside, but I'm probably going to leave it, you know, until 23.74. But if I do take this trade, I probably won't take this one, just because the is news are half one, so we'll see. But can these fives come back up? What are these? What is strength telling us? USD is getting stronger. Gold 51.9 going down. Interesting. Five close bullish, interesting. So it's a pretty good sign now. It might be a case if we can't drive down because we now need to break this high. So it's good. But Probably gonna have to pull back. 15 bullish close, nice. 30. Everything looks like it's gonna push down, but the smaller time frames are telling us that we probably need to break the highs again before coming down. Interesting. I don't really want to take another entry here. I mean, our entry, the first one was about here, wasn't it? So you'd only be 3 pips in drawdown now. That was the original, but I seen the 5 and no top wick, so I thought that 5 was going to flip. And then I thought also, but I noticed later on that this 5 here, if you look at these 5s, it came down, tapped this level. There was that 5 there, and I thought we were rejecting for me to come back up before coming down. But it obviously didn't. But anyway, looks like we're breaking the highs now. I'm just thinking the pullback, guys. I don't know how far this is going to... I think we'll partially move to break even, really. Because what it is, the 1's broke the low, so the 1 is technically closed below. So this 1 can flip to the downside at any point. So how far is the 1 going to pull back before flipping? If it's going to flip, that is. That's what we need to work out. Could maybe go risk-free here. Reason being is you've got rejections here. These actually pull back up to these levels at least. So we could go risk-free at 23.72. That's all I've got. Risk-free. You could go. I'd definitely be going risk-free there. Whether I take partial move to break, I don't know, because I've got low lots on, so I might just leave it. But you could also take partial move to break even. How many pips is that? I know stops are really big. I'm 15, so it might not be worth it, but I will be going risk free there, guys. What's my music not on? But if this is the flip of the 4 and we're going to get a fake out, fantastic. This would be a nice entry if this is the flip of the 4. So if this is the pullback on the 4 to flip to the upside, there's nowhere else for the 4 to go but to start making its way up to 23.92. I'm not saying this 4 is going to be the one what does it, because it doesn't. But these 4 should be coming to our 23.78 level at least. Every one, this 4 does it, this 4 does it, so every one really should be coming up to that level at least. So it'd be a nice entry, but obviously we've now got to get a fake out on the 1, don't we? We've got to get a fake out back. Fake out back to the upside. We're getting there. So I'm still streaming. What? No, something in my eye. Well, it's not. It's gone now, but there was something in my eye. Next door. What's up there? In this trade, we'll be going in a minute, yeah.
Are you going out?
No, I'm in one now. But I'll come in a minute and see you. Can we pull back? Are we going to tap these levels before rejecting? Or are we going to carry on up? So you're around the break even point, guys, so you could get out. I know I did say that if the hour closed below, I'd look to get out at break even, but the more I'm looking at it, the 4 should flip. And even if it pushes further down, it should still flip to the upside. So I am sort of willing to hold out, really. I probably need to see off a lower time frame, struggling. The lower time frames are telling me that it needs to come and break the highs. It's broke the highs now. So this will be key, this 15, how this 15 closes. Now that you've broke these highs on the 5, now that you broke this high, I did say this couldn't drive down because it wasn't enough liquidity. This wasn't enough liquidity. So therefore it's got to come back up, break this high to grab liquidity in order to drive past. So this is either going to be the push down now from here, or if we are going to start flipping to the upside, we're going to start pushing up. So these candles here are going to be key what's going to happen. And obviously we start off with the 5. So we ideally want the 5 to close respecting, right, or flip back up to the upside. It doesn't look like it's already done the top wick. So we'll see. Six minutes left for a 30-minute close. What's the 30 going to do? We really need this 5 to reject and get this 30 closed back in. That would be nice if this 30 can close back above this level. I don't know if we're going to do it the way this 5's moving. But what's happened? Isn't it strange how we just know what's going to happen? 5 broke the high, so it's now free to drop down if it wants to. We sort of need a bullish 30 close, believe it or not. If we can get a bullish 30 close, then we've got a fighting chance at the owl fake out. The next 30 then closes back in, and that means the hour is faked out, closed bullish, back into the range. So that would be perfect for us. But it's only if this 30 is going to stay bullish. That's it. And the way this 5's closing, it looks like it's probably not. Oh, you've had no bottom wick on the 5 though. Power through now. What tends to happen, no bottom wick, no top wick. You would have actually gone into profit a tad on the, if we took that proper entry. If we took that one, which was the original, our entry would have been here. We technically would have went into 4 pips profit. That's what we would have done. So it's going to be interesting how this 5 closes, because technically we should end up bullish, but because we broke the highs, sometimes when you get no bottom wick, it completely fucks it off and carries on and drives through the range. So we'll see. But ideally it's all on this 30. We really want this 30 to close bullish. But then again, the other side of me is going, well, if we don't, we want price to carry on coming down to grab this, because this would be a far greater entry. So imagine if you weren't in this trade. This is like an extra trade, if you like. You're either going to be in this one or you're going to be in this one, and you're not going to delete these off until the forward closes or before news, really. So either way you're going to be in a trade, if that makes sense. I've really got to go as well. I've got a meeting soon. If this 5 closes bullish, that's a very good sign, because you broke the highs here. Why didn't you drive? Why didn't this 5 drive? That's if we close bullish. It means we need to come back up, and then we're probably going to be coming back up to 23.72 levels. I mean, we're creating structure now at 23.68. But you got to remember, so the 4 hours broke out to the upside, and the hours broke out to the downside. So which one's going to give us the fake out? Now, to the downside, we could come further down. We could have 2 hours of bearish candles. First one breaks to the downside, the second one pushes, and then we could have another 2 hours where the 4 hour flips to the upside, where we get 2 bullish candles, aggressive bullish pushing candles, and that could make the 4 hour flip, unless we get a 4 hour fake out to the downside. But in that case, you're probably going to need a top wick anyway before coming down. So we're going with trend, we're going with the weekly, we're going with the daily. The daily should be coming up to, well, these levels, shouldn't it? So, I mean, this is a lovely 5 close, guys. If this closes like this, because that's a 30 closing back into the range. Can we get a bottom wick and then push up? Oh, nice. Come on. So if this 30 closes back in, it's a good start. That the 30's closed back above. And then what we would need is a bottom wick. And then a flip. And then that would really help the hour to close back into the range. That means we've had a fake out to the downside here. So we should be then coming to break the highs. So it's looking really nice at the minute. If we can get this 30 close in 10 seconds. Come on, gold. Lovely 30 close there. Really nice. So the 30's now closed back in. So when we get a 30, oh bloody hell, we're pushing now. So when we get a 30 close back in, what happens to price? Let's have a look. We then push to 23.72. We still come up to tap 23.72. So we should be coming to tap 23.72 where we'll go risk free. I'll say 23.7. Look at this 30 close back into the range and then it's be like that, I suppose. Just means we might get stopped out of break even if we go risk free there. But no bottom wick on this 30 though. I wanted a bottom wick first. So our key is now we need an hour close back above. That's what we need. Okay. I do think we've got to break the highs again though. Gold's gone strong. $68.4 going out. So USD is fighting, but gold's just too strong at the minute. If we get a 5 close, that might initiate the push up. I put wrong lot. lots on this, guys, so it might not be much profit for me, but are we going to get a pop? Pop, pop, pop. Again, guys, if you don't like the trade, you're around break even, you can get out now. The only thing what's not in our favour at the minute is the 1 hour, that's it. The 30's closed back in. The 1 hour is currently still in this range. If we get an hour closed back in, we're pretty confident we're going to have to break the highs again before coming down. Even if you get something like this, where you break the high and flip back to the downside, you're still going to have to come and break these highs. So then you take partial move to break even, would be this. Guys, I'm going to do, well, I haven't got this on, this buy stop, but if you grab this trade, I wouldn't bother putting on, but it's completely your call. You can have a buy stop above here if you want, because it's off the 4 hour. But just be careful with news, because news is a half one. I'll leave it on so you can be aware, but you could. Take profit. Two, 3, 7, 8. 2, 3, 7. It's all on this hour, guys. I'm probably not going to be able to wait with you. Probably not going to be able to wait on, guys, because I've really got to go here. So what I'd be doing, it's up to you whether you take partial at 23.71. Bear in mind, it's only 15 pips. 15 pips, 14 pips there. And your stops are really big, so you might not have much profit with it. So it's completely your call if you do that. Good morning, Nate. Come on, goal, I know, yeah. We're waiting on the 4 to flip. Oh, we're pushing now. So I am going to go risk-free here though, because this is an area where you can reject from. Okay. However, if you go risk-free, you are risking that you might get stopped at break in before coming out. So this is the battle you've got to have in your head. What, as per your training, what you look to do. You could potentially just leave everything because the 4 should flip to the upside. There's loads of options at the minute. How are you doing, Nate? You alright? I've messed up with this trade, Nate. I was trading with the account yesterday and I put a low lot on. 2, 3, 7, 8. How's the suntan? I was literally talking about that. All my back's like itchy, you know, when you've had sunburn and it starts itching. But yeah, we've got no bottom wick on this 15, just be aware, guys, that you've still got 8 minutes left of this 15. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change this for you guys, right? So take partial move to break even here if you want to. But I would definitely take some more. That's the wrong one. I'll take some more partial here. Okay, so that's what we've got, because I'm going to have to go now, guys, unfortunately. You could also have a buy stop on off the 4 if you wanted that as well. But if you've got this trade, I mean, you should still be on. You should get some nice flies as long as you can avoid. All you need now is the hour close back above here, and you should be good. What technically should happen is bottom wick, test the low, might be a bit more drawdown, and then flip to the upside, and that should be enough to push past these levels. Okay. I'm just thinking what to do in regards to probably just setting a alert, I would think. Because I'm going to have to love these and leave these, guys. I have got a potential second entry as well if we do come back down to 2364. Okay. Oh, look, the 15 rejecting. Oh, where's this 15 going? Where's this 15 going? Guys, I really got to go. I do apologise. I don't like getting in trades and then jumping off. So what I'll do is back on tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. So what I'll do is, I will be going risk free here. Take partial if you want from there. I'll be taking more partial here, but my target is probably 23.78. You can have buy stops on, but I won't be doing that. I won't be putting on the stats and nothing like that. I'll only put on what we've took on stream, which is this. I will personally be taking a second entry if we do come back down, but looking like we shouldn't do. If the hour closes back in, you're probably going to get a bit more drawdown, and then you should flip to come back up to fill the range and break the highs, because remember what I was saying, I can't see us driving down without breaking these highs again. I think we need to break these highs before coming down. But if we do come down, it's for a reason. It's in order to shoot back up. So it's a sort of bit of a win-win situation at the moment. So any questions before I go? Nate, I'm sorry, I know you've just jumped on. Beach life, no mate, I've got a meeting now. I've got a meeting, so I do have to go. I'll need to be there for 12, which is like 20 minutes drive, but I still need to get changed. So I was hoping this to play out quick, but obviously not. Yeah. Right, guys, I'm going to love yous and leave yous. I will see you on tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow and I'll be on Friday. Okay? Catch you later, guys. Drop us a like, subscribe to the channel.